Hi, this is John Hawkins Jr., and I'd like to talk to you about something I've never heard another therapist talk about. And that's that a lot of OCD is actually PTSD. I've worked with hundreds of clients who've had PTSD in different forms, and I remember as a new therapist, and they teach you all this stuff in school about OCD, how intractable it is, which in English that means hard to treat, and how treatment resistant it can be. And what I discovered over the years working with numerous clients was the reason it's so hard to treat is because it's serving a positive purpose. Even though it's causing this person tremendous hell mentally and in their life, it's protecting them from something else. So I use an example from numerous clients I've had where, let's say they have, thoughts about another woman or sexual thoughts or porn or something they did that, and they feel this like compulsion to tell their spouse or girlfriend that even though they tell them, they know that it ends up, hurting them. They can't stop doing it, and they end up, compulsively telling them over and over and over. And their girlfriend and their wife at some point says, "Okay, stop. I can't take it anymore. If you tell me anything else, what's going to happen is I'm going to end up leaving, which is what you fear in the first place." But they just keep on doing it. They keep on doing it. So traditional treatment for OCD has been expose yourself to what it is that triggers the compulsion, and then try not to do it. Different strategies of which is just excruciating and agonizing to force yourself to hold all this anxiety, especially when it's protecting you from an even greater fear. So in these cases, what I've found is the fear is loss of attachment, and you can't think in rational terms. So in each of these cases, what I found was a really early experience, whether in infancy or early childhood, where there was a threat to attachments. Maybe it was parental conflict, maybe it was mother having to go back to work, maybe whatever it was. And so it floods the child with all this fight or flight arousal, and there's nothing I can do because I can't stop my parents from fighting. I can't stop my mom from going back to work as a young child or infant. But then this energy doesn't get released or discharged, so that all we can do is dissociate, just split off whatever I can't handle, and it stays kind of frozen over here in my nervous system. So then all I need now is an associated trigger. So if I, to my primitive brain says, "Oh my gosh, I had this thought about another woman," that's a threat to my attachment. I have to tell her, or she may leave me, and it goes into all this panic and stuff. And even though rationally I know, okay, this is the last thing I need to do. She's told me, if you tell me at least one more time, I'm going to leave you. The primitive brain will win out almost every time. And then the person gets so frustrated with themselves that if they also are religious or person of faith, they also bring in shame on top of it. I'm like, "Oh, I can't believe I'm having these thoughts. What's wrong with me? I'm bad," which just cranks up higher and higher levels of energy. So to heal from this, it's not about treating the OCD, but it's about treating the PTSD. So then there are various methods and therapies I've learned over the years have kind of integrated a system where we get access to, whether it's this infant part, this child part, and connect and finally get to release this energy, which frees them up from being stuck in this time and out of this primitive fight or flight freeze state. And then now they can rationally know what they need to do. But I would tell you, maybe not exactly like that, but the vast majority of cases that I see that are termed OCD are actually forms of PTSD, and that's why the person never really gets treated or resolved to a complete symptom resolution, because it's serving this valuable purpose. It may have been at 4 or 5 that I was told me and everyone I love is going to burn in hell. So now I have to be perfect and make sure everybody's okay all the time, or that they're okay, so then that doesn't happen. We can say, all right, we don't let a kid watch a rated R movie or violent movie, but we'll fill their head with images. At 4 or 5 years old, I'm going to be tortured for all eternity. So I think some rational common sense is needed here, where I can't tell you how many adults I would say have PTSD, or what I would term spiritual PTSD, from being told like this at a young age. And remember, when you see an image in your mind, your brain does not distinguish internal from external reality, real from non-real. That's why we cry at movies, get scared at movies. So the images that get put in your mind can be very traumatic, especially at young ages. But if you've been struggling with severe OCD, most likely it's really some type of PTSD that your OCD is regulating. That's when I started having success with clients and with OCD, and started to see them heal finally, was when we stopped going head on against the OCD, when I discovered that the OCD was serving a valuable purpose. And so I haven't heard anyone else talk about this. I hope other therapists listen to this, clients listen to this, realize that you can heal from OCD, but first you have to resolve the PTSD. And I'm not saying in 100% of cases, but I would say 80-90% based on my experience. So I appreciate you taking the time to listen to this video. Questions, comments you have, send them to jonh@gatewaycounseling.com. Visit us on Gateway Counseling Center's Facebook page and Gateway C Center on Instagram. Appreciate any comments or feedback that you have, and I definitely will respond to those. All right, thank you very much.